Hello, hopefully you all guys are having a wonderful day. We are back again live with another update regarding Manchester United, and the update is that we are currently still in talks with Denzel Dumfries, and Denzel Dumfries is not actually uh, moving out. Denzel Dumfries is not actually, you can say, signing a new contract with Inter Milan or negotiating a new contract with Inter Milan because he thinks uh, he can solve it, and he can talk it with Man United, and it seems that the move to Man United is still on. So we will see. Uh, Chat to Man United is still on, and we'll see what will happen in the next transfer window. However, I don't think he is the guy that we should be targeting to. He is the guy that we should be aiming to, and there are a lot of other players whom we should target first, and then we need to focus on on this guy. So we will see, and we will analyze the we will see and we will analyze what would be the ideal scenario in this case. So I think Denzel Dumfries is not a good thing that could happen to Manchester United. I would prefer uh, Nussair Mazraoui and over Nussair Mazraoui over Denzel Dumfries. But what I am thinking, that we are still having issues with a contract of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So that is why we are still that is why we are actually still uh, struggling to offload him, and that is the reason that Denzel Dumfries is still not negotiating the contract with Inter Milan. So a swap deal might be on in this regard. A swap deal between Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Denzel Dumfries will only happen if Aaron Wan-Bissaka and West Ham couldn't reach to an agreement. So we cannot sell him to West Ham to raise the funds that we need to sign Nussair Mazraoui. So it means that Mazraoui deal will be off. Then we will go towards Denzel Dumfries, and I think Mazraoui is not the guy. Mazraoui is not the guy, and we should not be uh, we should not be going into that direction. And we will find out in the next couple of transfer days. And I had hoped that this week will be boom when it comes to transfers. This week will be like this week will be uh, the transfers, the outgoings, the incomings. I was expecting that Delete and Mazraoui deal will be sorted, and I think it will not be sorted out this week. I expected that some outcomings will be happened by but outcomings are not happening as of now as we are speaking. So what do you guys think about who would you choose between Denzel Dumfries and who would you choose about Denzel Dumfries and Nusair Mazrui? Please let me know. I think Nusair Mazrui is the guy. Now we are moving into another thing that we are actually another thing that we are actually struggling right now, as we have agreed personal terms with Manuel Ugarte, and since Ugarte is actually we have agreed a personal terms with Ugarte, but we all know Ugarte is uh, we cannot get him for the amount we want to hope we want to get. So we are moving away from him. uh, I like that guy. I like the transfer as much as anyone, and I had hoped that this happened, but I think what they are actually doing is not right, uh, not right, and they are willing us to do the business at 70 million, 60 more than 60 million euros, and I don't think that is the right price for Ugarte. So Man United are moving out, which is always a good thing. I would say we have we have paid enough ransom for Man United tax. We have paid enough Man United text, and we have to actually build our reputation back, to that we are not overpaying for the players. If we have to build that reputation back, what we need to do is we need to walk away from the deal, uh, and we need to walk away from the deal, and that is what we are doing. We have moved out from the guy Everton guy, where they were putting us 70 million euros for Gerard Brentford. We thought this is too much, and we moved out from that deal, and we have moved out from Manuel Ugarte deal, and I am afraid that we will be moving out from Delete deal as well, because Man United want to pay anything between 30 to 35 million pounds euros for 30 to 35 million euros for Delete, but Bayern is asking upfront 50 million euros, and what they are quoting for the other guy, Nusair Mazrui, is 25 million euros. This is what we are being quoted at, and I think we can move away from that as well. And we need to uh, sign their replacement. In this world, there is a replacement for every player, so we need to get that replacement, and we need to get that thing sorted out before the FA Cup, because in the FA Cup we will be going with Harry Maguire as a back in a back line, and we will be going with Casemiro as the back line. So uh, this is quite not right thing, and I am afraid that if we don't do the signings, we will be, you can say, we will be left behind in the term. So the new midfielder that is actually gaining the interest of Manchester United is, and he is linked with Manchester United in rumors, as well as some from the some credible resources, and that guy is none other than Burnley's player Sandra Berg. So we were going after we were actually going after uh, Manuel Ugarte, so he was that defensive monster, and he was the perfect guy who can complement Kobe Manu. Right now we are moving away from that guy, and right now we are moving away from Manuel Ugarte, and now we need a midfielder who is athletic, who can cover large spaces, who can win the ball, who can make tackles, who can win tackles, and if the counter is on, he should have the pace to get back. And these all attributes can complement Kobe's attributes, because Kobe does not have these attributes. That is why I was advocating for the deal of Manuel Ugarte. So we need to find that guy. I like this guy, but defensively, if you say offensively, he's better than his skill set is better than Ugarte, but defensively he is not better than Ugarte. So we can still go for him as the number 6, as an Amrabat replacement, and as a Casemiro replacement. We need to get anyone who is defensive minded. So if you think who should be our midfielder coming next season as a number 6, please let me know, and I will be very much interested in uh, knowing about who can be. What do you think? What do you guys think? Who can be our new midfielder as a number 6? So I would say we need to get a player who is who has a defensive attributes higher than attacking attributes, that can work alongside Manu. But a guy who cannot run will never ever work with Manu. That's what we saw with Casemiro. So we need a guy who can cover a lot of spaces and stuff. So this is another headache for Manchester United. And if they don't sign a marquee midfielder at the number 6 position, then we are going to either play a low block or mid block, or if we decided to play high press with committing people forward, then we are going to suffer. We are going to suffer how we did in the last season. So this is very important. This is the you can say very important thing, and a very priority thing. And the center backs are very important as well. uh, you see, we have only one left-footed center back, and we have 5 right-footed center back: Harry Maguire, Lenny Yoro, Victor Lindelof, and William Fish, and the other guy who is 36 years old. I, I'm just forgetting his name. I'm just forgetting his name. Please let me know in comments what is that guy's name. I'm just forgetting his name. So we will see. We have 6. So it shows that how poor squad planning was done by Glazers and their players, and their administrators. So we need to do a lot of things to improve that. I wanted to see Casemiro go, and since he's on a 300k a month, it is becoming very, 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 very difficult for us to actually. Uh, it is becoming very, very difficult for us to actually sell him, and understandably so, because no club in Europe will be able to pay what he is getting in Manchester United. And if only club only clubs that can afford him would be Saudi clubs. So we need to do a lot of hard work to get him off the books, and if nothing works, then we can cancel his contract by mutual consent, and that can also work. But I think if you have planned playing high, if you have planned that you want to play uh, press high, if you want to press with the people, then you cannot have Kobe Menu as number 8. Chris, Kobe Manu is number 8 and Casemiro is number 6, because when they will join the press, and it will happen, the teams will beat your press, and once the teams will beat your press, then they will start running at your back line, and since your back line will not join the press, because you have Harry Maguire who cannot play high line, so this is very 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 sad thing. Actually, you can say it is actually a sad thing, and because of the fact that we have not planned the squad accordingly, and Eric Ten Hag have been in charge for two full season, and he is still not able to get rid of the players from the previous regime and from the previous managers, and they are still uh, and the Man United players, and they are still and the counter-attacking players, and we are moving away from counter-attack to high press and possession pace. So this is what I am struggling to understand, why we have not moved away as of yet, and this will be very much interesting thing. Apart from that, Scott McTominay to Fulham was on last week, and I think Man United should have sold him McTominay for 20 million plus 5 million adds on, and then go and get any midfielder who is actually who can actually play as a number 8, who is a genuine number 8, not McTominay like number 8 who is just by name, and he does not have the skill set to play as an 8. So we have to do that, and there is another guy who I don't want at Manchester United next season is Christian Eriksen. He cannot offer us anything. He cannot play full 90 minutes. So we need to sell him as well. If we can sell him for 3-4 million, then it will be an interesting stream. And there is a tweet from Mark Goldbridge that McTominay and co surviving another summer. What a shock! Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. Such a shame for Ineos, as for a first summer this ain't working good, bro. I don't think so. From where he's getting these information, this will be very important. If Scott McTominay stays, then we are not where we should be. We are not where we should be if Scott McTominay stays, and we should be able to clear the squad. We should be able to clear the squad in this summer, and the problem is their actually their salary. They are on a very 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 high salary, and that is why they are not able to get the deal with another clubs. And if they are agreeing the deal with another clubs, then clubs actually wanted us to pay lower their fees, which we cannot do. And I think as a last resort, we should be able to lower our demands, and because we understand that these are not the guys which will take us forward. Scott McTominay is not that guy. Casemiro is not that guy. Harry Maguire is not that guy. And Lindelof is not that guy. Eriksen is not that guy who will take us forward. So I can This is fucked up. We are actually not good on the transfer. So if you have any questions, you can ask. I would like to, answer your questions. You can ask the question in the comment, and I would, like to answer your questions, and I would, answer your questions. So if you have questions, you can ask, and during that, if there is any if there is any update, I will share it with you, because this should be if you have any questions, you can ask. I will love to answer. If you have any questions, you can ask. I would answer, and we will discuss. There is, I can check the Twitter if there is any update. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask, and if you have any questions regarding anything related to Manchester United, you can ask. And what do you guys think about the new midfielder that we are looking to sign? Uh, what do you guys think about the midfielders, about any transfer market, transfer business that we did until today? What are your progress thoughts about any of you can leave in comments, we can chat about it, we can discuss it. And apart from that, all the exits that we were hoping for is not happening as of yet. And we are stuck again on the old thing that we used to do. We are offering a lot of players the very good salary, which is good from other market, and that is why we are not able to sign up players and sell the players. So Sanderberg is the new guy that we are being linked with. Sanderberg should be good, and I did a video on Sanderberg you can watch. And I think he is okay as a midfielder, but his defensive output is not that important, is not that great, and we need a guy whose defensive output should be greater than his offensive output, because we have Kobe Menu who will be running the games, and we have we need a guy who can complement him. So if you have any questions, you can ask, and we will discuss. We will discuss in detail. You can also like the stream. You can also subscribe. That will that will mean a lot to me. I really appreciate. So I will really appreciate if you subscribe and if you like. So that will that will be very good for me in the long term, and we will be keep contacting. We will be keep connecting, and that is what actually is very important for us. And let me know if you have any questions. So if you have any questions regarding Manchester United transfers, you can ask. And if you have any questions regarding Manchester United in general, you can ask. I would like to chat with you. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe the channel, and please like this stream. I would really appreciate you for doing this. And I will be keep connecting on the daily basis, on weekly basis, and we will do watch along. We will watch the games with you. So if you have any sort of questions, you can ask in the comments. Otherwise, we can close. I will wait for one moment, and then we will close it. So at 2 in 10 minutes we will be closing it. So if you have any questions, you can definitely ask. So if McTominay to Fulham is off, and McTominay to Fulham is off. Who said it? So there is a breaking news that McTominay to Fulham have reportedly walked away from a deal to Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay. The Cottagers have had two bids rejected for the Scotland favourite 27, with the latest worth around 20 million. United value their homegrown talent at between 25 to 30 million, but Fulham remains some way off that figure. Oh man, come on. Ineos should have sold that McTominay is not the guy who will take you forward. You should have sold him for 25 million and for 20 million pounds. And then he was a homegrown player. He could have given you he could have given you more than he could have given you a chance to spend 40 million, 50 million on the basis of those 20 million in the transfer market. So this is not happening, right? So there is another update regarding Scott McTominay that Scott Fulham have reportedly walked away from a deal to sign Man United. Uh, Scott McTominay and the Cottagers have had two bids rejected for the Scotland favourite 27, with the latest worth around 20 million pounds. So United rejected 20 million pounds, and they are now Fulham have moved away from the table, and this is hurting. I wanted Ineos to clear these out, and this is actually hurting. And McTominay is not the guy who will play as a number 8, who can give you defensive stability, who can help you during the build-up, who can play through the press, who can keep the ball, who can keep hold of the ball. All he can do is to make late runs in the box and score tap-ins or headers. So not ideal, not ideal, not ideal. It is not ideal. So this update is, I think, 6th. Yeah, it is. It is today. Scott McTominay is not going anywhere. Scott McTominay is surviving again. We are fucked up. Let me know what do you guys think about the stream. We'll meet again. Thank you. Have a nice day.